Formation is on.
Formation lap is on, ladies and gentlemen. People will be changing themselves, and it's a full wet race. I don't know how bad the weather is down there in the pit lane. How is it? How is it looking, DRS? Is it full wet or is it intermediates? How is it?
It's intermediates
It's
right now.
intermediates right now. Is it going to get worse, the weather? Because, I mean, Singapore, it does pour if it wants to.
It doesn't look like it's gonna get worse, but it's gonna rain all race long.
Ooh, well, that will matter. And this is a game, and the game does play games with you. Believe me, the race line, when people try and overtake, when they come off that race line, they're going to feel the difference, especially if they're on intermediates and the track is pretty wet during. So we'll see how it goes. We are at Elite Raceway, round 4, did we say? I think Mike Cooley is leading the championship, and a lot of the top contenders haven't even showed up today. So there might be some points in it for some of the guys that don't usually come further up the field. And it's tier 1, so it's not a slow group. They're pretty quick drivers. Shout out to all the drivers that are here today, giving all these guys extra points if they can finish this in the wet, to be honest. I mean, just finishing this race is going to be quite difficult, never mind actually winning it. But Mike Cooley, probably a favourite to win today. It looks like he got it. Babish is going to be definitely contending with that. And I think JP's quite quick, but it looks like he was struggling a little bit. But quali's quali and race is race, completely different thing altogether, I'm not going to lie. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully the drivers will get the setup sorted, the fuel sorted, make sure they've got enough in the car. Singapore, like I said, really tricky track. You're not going to make... I mean, if you try and overtake in some of these corners and you don't make it stick and can't leave the room, one of yous is definitely losing an end plate. And when it's wet, never mind when it's dry, but when it's wet, an end plate is definitely going to matter. So they'll be boxing immediately, if not getting salty. And yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully drivers are very aware of what's going on, and we'll kick this off soon.
All right.
Yeah, bro, I think you're ready to shout this now. I mean, it's not like there's 20 drivers in here. When are you supposed to kick it off? It's up to you. I'm not rushing you out. I'm just saying. If you've done your setup, give it another 30 seconds, and then they've got 30 seconds after that, maybe or something.
Yeah. I just told them to ready up.
Is everyone agreed? That's all right. I mean, they've got 30 seconds once you press it, so I don't mind. I hate drivers that ready up immediately. We have been waiting though, so there should be. I mean, they won't be absolutely sure about the setup. Nobody ever really is. They'll all be thinking, what should I do? It will be 50-50 wings. If anyone's using different, I'll be very, very surprised
Said
around this
you
track. Go on.
said you. No, this guy saying you didn't leave. Why is he saying you left?
Me? What do you mean?
No. iChris is saying you left.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Formation lap's
Because you're
going.
going to
Michael
formation
is
lap.
leading us round. I'm still here. What does he mean? Chris is still in his car as well, so I'm still in the booth right now. I know it's a mess. I do drink and smoke. Stinks of weed in here right now, but never mind. I shouldn't really say that. I'm never going to do comms for Elite Raceway again if I say stuff like that. No. Never mind. It doesn't matter. It looks like it will be an entertaining one. With only 12 drivers on track, and points do go all the way down, I think, just to make sure drivers finish the race, because some drivers will get
Into
frustrated.
15th, right?
To 15th, I'm not sure, bro. I mean, end of the day, I don't blame them for doing stuff like that because it makes people want to finish the race no matter what. Some drivers get really frustrated, bring out safety cars, it causes issues, the front runners lose out. It's a pain in the backside, but it is what it is, and we are hopefully hoping for a better game next year. This game has been a bit up and down, I'm not going to lie. Some of the drivers like it, some of the drivers don't. I'm not that fond of it. I preferred it when Codemasters used to make Formula 1 games and not EA, but it is what it is. Looking good. Your thoughts before we start, DRS? Hopefully you're sharing your voice on this video, because you're sharing it on your stream.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be fun, but I mean, losing an end plate and just being cautious on under braking will help, and I'm going to give you a top tip right now, DRS. You know when we was doing the 5-lap eliminator for the Lightning Dome, right? B-Tom wasn't using he wasn't pushing his button at all. He was flicking from hot lap to medium to non, hot lap, medium, non, and he gained 9 seconds in 5 laps at Netherlands. In 5 laps, and I watched him race, bro, and I actually learned a bit about that. The more you press that button down and lose the rears, you're pressing it too early, you're going to lose traction, you're going to lose rubber. That way you're not lasting them tyres out. So make sure you try not to press it as much. Try and just flick it from hot lap to normal to off. Normal, hot lap, off, you know what I mean? Don't use the button as much. See how well that might help you in a race, but never mind that. We are going to kick this off now. And is it? Yeah, it hasn't put me in the car, so I'm going to keep on board with Babish as we get this going. It is round 4. Mike Cooley's leading the Drivers' Championship, and he's on pole position right now. Babish with a really good start. Ooh, loses the rears a little bit, and now Icarus might battle. And the Ferrari is side by side. 2x2 nose arc job now, all keeping it together. It is tier 1, you'd think they know how to drive, and they do. Keeping it nice and tight. DRS holding 5th, getting himself past. I think he's gone up a position there, in fact. So he has, he's gone up a position. Raphael's up 2. You've got Alvin Fang down, so the Ferrari's losing out. Both the Ferrari's lost out there. Anyone going to try and do anything stupid, like, I mean, there's no... Oh, the Ferrari's round Alvin Fang. Bit of contact there with Raphael. Look at this. This is where it gets a little bit annoying, but there's no DRS because it's raining, so they're going to have to conserve battery, use battery, try and get the pass done in sensible spots without losing the field. Because if they battle a bit too much, they're going to lose the field. The minute you lose DRS on this track, you are done. You're literally done, ladies and gentlemen, so they've got to be careful. They've got to use strategy, and they've got to really know when to do the overtake and make it work. If they can't do that, they're going to really lose out. So the Ferraris really battling each other. They need to sort this out. They are teammates, and if they don't want... I mean, it's not helping. DRS making moves on Curry there, and he's got the outside line. Curry's still staying on the inside, leaving the space only just, and DRS gets pushed back into 5th, which was really clean racing. DRS just enough space. Raphael getting past. Just because of that overtake, look, DRS losing positions back to where he started now. Raphael at 3. Raphael on a mission in the Alpine right now. Alpine looking really strong. You've got Mike Cooley in 1st now. Raphael up in 5th. Mike Cooley fastest lap. He did start off in pole. You'd expect that. I like it. I like it so far. I've missed this stuff, and I've missed some of these drivers. They're really good. I'm not going to lie. Some of them can drive. Not like I haven't watched a lot of them drive anyway, but whatever. It is what it is. And the gaps start to appear, but Raphael in that Alpine is hounding the hell out of Curry, and DRS is not going to be waiting around because he knows he's got the 2 Ferraris behind him as well. Looking nice and tidy there. I'm going to get rid of the position changes so you get more of the screen. Late on the brakes there for DRS, got a little bit scared there, but he knows what he's doing. Let's see if Raphael makes this move, because Raphael needs to make the first move, and hopefully DRS can get both Raphael and Curry in one. But if he does, it might let Icarus pull away, because in the meantime, they're actually pulling it a little bit closer. In fact, no, they're losing time, so they really need to get past Curry. In fact, yeah, they are losing time, Curry. Not a lot, but they're losing time to Icarus. And that means the podium's running away with it. And Curry, you can tell he's under pressure. I'm telling you right now, having a car that close to you while you're going around these corners, it does put you under pressure. And it worries you. You see, it'd be late, it'd be really late to break there, and it would have hindered Raphael, so he didn't make the move. Really sensible stuff. They're not being too stupid, which is always good to see. It's lap 3. There's a lot of race left, and people's rubber, how you drive around this track does affect the car more than you think. So the more you try to stay that close, it's actually, I mean, Curry's probably got the best tyres if he can keep it together, but The dirty air matters, and the slipstream definitely does. And Raphael losing the rears there. DRS really, really close. Will he make the move? I'm not sure he can yet, but he's under pressure as well. He's really close, but this is where, when you, I mean, it's Singapore, it's wet. If you try and make that move, it's got to work. It really does have to work, and that is out. Anton's out, and that is going to be a yellow. It doesn't say safety car on my screen just yet, so it's just a yellow. Mike Cooley going a little bit wide off track there, hitting that curb, bouncing the car off shape. Nice little buffer between Icarus there. He's got away with that one. And I still don't see no safety cars, so I think that's a retirement in the pits. Meanwhile, DRS really close in the RB cash app of Raphael, and Raphael trying to get past Curry, but like I said, the more they sit behind him, the more they try and battle, the more that rubber's going to go. So it will be a strategy race for these boys. I know it's boring for some of the viewers, you don't see many overtakes, but these drivers don't want to lose their end plates. They really do not want to lose their end plates, and points matter in this, especially when a lot of the faster drivers aren't even turning up today. Meanwhile, DRS definitely been practicing this track, you can tell. Kiri now has caught the back of Icarus, so Icarus dropped off, and the top two have disappeared basically. So it's a battle for the, it's actually a battle for a third position really, because Mike Cooley might, I don't know actually, Babish might, it might work out for him, God knows. I mean, anyone could hit a wall at any moment. It's one of them. I'm hoping I catch it if someone does. But meanwhile, the closest on track now is Infinity on his teammate Alvin Fang, and I think, I don't know, I think, to be honest, there's no point even trying yet, unless people bunch up a bit more. But Curry needs to catch, Curry's actually catching Icarus right now, and Raphael's out of the zone. But Raphael might be conserving them tyres and saving some battery right now, which DRS should be doing as well, making sure it's full for when it matters. Try not to press it as well. I did say before, if you try not to use it as much, your tyres seem to last a lot longer, which will help you in this race, I believe. I'm going to try out there. Probably not just yet. Only lap 4, coming into lap 5 at the end of this one. Still quite early in the race. He dropped off the pace a little bit of Icarus there, so he must have made a little bit of a boo-boo. Well, we'll see as we go around. I mean, this is it. I'd have preferred it to be dry. It looks like DRS might have made a mistake there as well. Not sure. And the Ferraris are bunching up now. People are going to be doing something. People are going to get a little bit more confident in the car. And corner cuts are going to matter. It looked like Alvin Fang might have just snitched a corner cut there. Pushed himself right up the backside of DRS. And his teammate is not far behind either. Can he get the exit? I think... Ooh, they're all losing their power on the exit. Is Alvin Fang going to make the move? He's so close to the back of DRS now. It looks like he's going to try. Is he going to try? He's going down. He's going down. He's gone wide. He's gone wide. Is DRS going to come back? No, he doesn't. He backs it out. But that's what I mean. It's ballsy. If DRS hadn't reacted to that, though, that would have caused a major issue. So it just goes to show, and DRS is not going to be friendly to Alvin Fang from now on. I know that for a fact. So this is going to go down now. People need to send it to make positions while not losing delta to the car in front. If they can't do that, they're going to lose out, and this is where you lose on plate. Yeah, it looks between... And no, the track's still wet. If you was on dries right now, you would be bad. I don't see much spray from the cars, to be honest. I really don't. I reckon dry tyres might be just as good as the Inters right now. Because there's no spray coming off the cars at all.
These are overheating.
Yeah, well, there you go then. You've heard it from the mouth of DRS. It's on. He's actually on track driving. Oh my God, this car's losing it in front. Babish is going to make this pass. Is Mike Cooley in that car? Yes, he is. He just ghosted because he lost the rears. Wow, they've already pulled 8 seconds on Icarus there. Looks like he got passes further back. And that's because we've got Ferrari boxing of Infinity. I wonder if he's going to put the dries on. I wonder if he thinks The track is bad. No, he's putting a fresh set of inters on. So, Infinity opting to box for a fresh set of inters right now. Not feeling the track at all. Babish really hounding the back of Mike Cooley here. Really entertaining stuff. It's getting tasty. I love that camera shot. Let's go. Let's go. Just keep it there. Let's not mess about. Ooh, Mike Cooley. Yeah, it doesn't even look like it's raining from that camera, and then it does when it does that one. But the track doesn't look like there's much water on it. But that could change. Did the rain say it was going to get worse or better? Was it going to get lighter?
It's just gonna be the same.
Oh, well, the game's doing tricks on us, and it could be one of them. Ooh, Mike Cooley throwing the car sideways around that corner. Babish mentally close now. Gonna get tasty now. The top two coming round. Wow, them tyres don't look that good. I wonder if Infinity's having any trouble still. Let's have a quick look.
So mine I should be over 30% now, so two stopper looks likely right now.
Yeah, definitely does. If well, Infinity didn't change his wing when he boxed.
38%.
That's you should go at least to 48. If that's the highest,
Yeah,
go to 48. I won't go that short because, I mean, saying that, I mean, Infinity's just pushed the purple sector, so he's definitely on the beans.
I'm thinking of boxing lap 9.
The only thing is, if you box and a safety car comes out, it's bad. But there's only 12 drivers. Well, there's only 11 drivers on track right now, and none of them are crap. It's tier 1, so you wouldn't expect any of the drivers to make too many mistakes anyway. So it would. You'd think it'd be. You think it? I wouldn't expect a safety car, but I mean, it's Singapore. It could happen. But meanwhile.
97 degrees.
Meanwhile, I mean, Infinity F226Rs. Joe, you've got Alvin Fang pushing the Aston round of Korea. That is not nice behaviour right there. That will be a penalty from the admin. And I did just catch it just in time. And that has brought a safety car out. And that has killed Infinity's race. Gotta say, that looked like Alvin Fang's fault,
But
ladies
the
and
safety car
gentlemen.
didn't come.
I just told you who did it. Alvin Fang, he pushed Curry
I
round.
just seen some. I saw some wings on the ground.
No, I don't think.
In front of us.
No, well, if it
Looks like something happened in front of us.
let me see if there's no. Alvin Fang's got all his ring.
No, other than Alvin Fang, those other guys.
Let me check. See if everyone's got their end plates. Everyone should box right now. And yo, another one. I'm doing I'm doing a video. You might, yeah, but can he see the race there?
The boys on for FIFA. If you wanna play FIFA today, it's obviously not right.
I installed another EA game. You know that. Meanwhile, you got people boxing except Infinity. I wonder if he's going to come out on top or behind everyone else. Is he going to box himself?
Yeah, see, somebody lost some wings in front of me.
He's waiting because of the Delta.
So it's probably Raphael.
So is he going to make up any positions, Infinity? He might. It looks like he is. So he's getting up to 9th. Oh, let's see. He gets himself up to 7th just in time, and he won't be able to keep. Yeah, he has to keep that. So Elite has to give that back. I thought that was going to happen. Well done, Infinity. So he's in 7th. Alvin Fang causing the disturbance there. Curry in 10th position right now. We are on lap 8 of 31. The first of the safety cars coming out, caused by Alvin Fang pushing Curry around the track, I believe, which actually worked for Curry, because if it hadn't come out, he would have lost so much time for the cars in front. Everyone has now boxed once.
And I don't think this will go all the way this time.
Not at all. I don't think they will either. But then again, don't forget, because it's still raining and you're following a safety car now, these tyres will feel better. because the track will actually start to get a little bit wet because he was driving around it before at high speed. It does kick up a lot of water. Hopefully we'll start seeing a bit of spray and then the tyres won't overheat and the cars won't lose it as much. And we should see some battling into the corners up there. We'll see. Do you think I should clip this and just make another and just call it part
No,
one?
just continue. Just
Alright,
continue.
well it'll take ages to upload though, the long video.
That's okay.
Fair enough. See, even talking to the admin asking their advice, even though I shouldn't even be here, but I am. You have got dogs, one time only. Probably, we'll see. But yeah, Singapore, a really tricky track, and like I said before, look, because they're following the safety car, they're going slow around the track, and it does look like it's getting a little bit wetter than it did before. So we will see how this race starts. It should be a good one. Lots of race track left to go around, and lots of battling left to see. And we did hear from the DRS maestro that it will rain throughout this race, so it's going to be inters, or maybe if someone thinks it's dry enough after no safety cars come out and it starts to dry and there's a dry line, maybe someone might risk some dries, but I find that really unlikely around Singapore. It's going to take one driver to do it. If it starts to work, everyone will do it. If it doesn't work, that driver's just screwed themselves. So it's one of them. It's a gamble. You never know. We'll see what happens during. Look at that aerial shot though. That's what you need. Should just let you. It should let you pick the camera angle. You should be able to flick from the angles and not let the game choose it. But the game's the game. Hopefully they'll do that. You think with all the money you pay for the game that they do stuff like that, but no, they can't be bothered. They even took us special legendary cars away and stuff and all them challenges. They didn't even bother with that. So EA, sort your crap out. Meanwhile, I mean, everyone agrees, bro. I could speak to every F1 driver and they'd all say the same. I miss all that, them challenges and the legendary stuff and all that. Classic cars and all that. They don't even put that in the game anymore. It's pathetic. It's like they take stuff away from you. You'd think you'd get more, not less.
So I'm gonna lower my differential to help my tires a bit. I might be a little slower though.
But Babish leading us round in the Mercedes. Maikuli close on his hot on his heels. Ichris DRS into 4th position. I'm going to get you some position changes right now. Babish up 1, Maikuli down. Ichris staying exactly where he is. You've got DRS Maestro up 2 positions. Alvin Fang staying where he started. Raphael up 2. Infinity starting where he's exactly where he started as well. Infinity, Elite NL Dave is up 3 positions. That's your big winner so far. And we are going to get going. Away we go. Is Moikula going to make a lunge? Is Ichris going to make a lunge? It looks like the Ferrari of Alvin Fang's having a right go at DRS. Is he going to go? He's got the inside line, DRS. He's on the outside, slots it in behind just in time. Couldn't fit a Rizzo paper between them. That's fine. 3 seconds will matter in the race. And you know Raphael's coming hot on his heels in the Alpine, losing the back end a little bit there as well. So that's going to give Infinity in the Ferrari a little bit of an edge on this corner right now. He's on the beans. He's going to try and send it. No, he isn't. He keeps it in behind. Nice, and settles it down. Corner cuts are going to matter, especially when safety cars come out. DRS and Alvin Fang, DRS, side by side still. And now Raphael slots it through. They're all here. They're all here. Ooh, that was tight. Alvin Fang with that penalty, showing himself up like with the balls, just balls deep on that. He just didn't care, wanted it through, got it through nicely as well. Not gonna lie, it was fantastic racing there. Everyone settles it down a little bit. Looks like the rain's coming down and the tyres are switched on a little bit better than before. They're not overheating just yet. I do reckon there will be another pit stop in this race, maybe even another safety car, we'll see. Looking nice and close though. Babish and Maikuli doing what they did before, just pulling Ichris away. Clearly, I mean, they're missing some of the fast drivers to battle them, to make sure some of the guys that are more race aware, but less pacey, but more like strategy-wise, can't actually benefit from it, because if the faster guys don't battle too much, all they're going to do is actually benefit each other, pass each other. You know, I mean, it's not a dry race, so it's harder because it's wet, but they seem to be keeping it together, these top two, actually pulling the gap on Icarus right now. So it's definitely working for them. Alvin Fang now with that penalty, trying to close it in on Icarus, trying to pull the gap on Raphael. Raphael's under pressure from DRS. DRS is under pressure from the Ferrari behind him as well. So, I mean, it's been quite entertaining so far. It's all close and bunched up. We'll see what it does. We'll see what's going on. DRS seems to be the one to watch right now. Just gonna get rid of some of that so it gives you the bigger screen. Ooh, let's go. And now it doesn't look as wet as before, and they've only gone round a couple of times, so we'll see how the tyres progress. Look at the gap from Babish, Michael to Icarus right now. So that just goes to show the pace difference, and some of the drivers with their setup, how they can handle the wet conditions. But yeah, everyone keeping it together, no one making any stupid dives, nobody really wants to lose too much time. Alvin Fang, and it's a battle for third basically. The top two are going to battle it out. I'll try and switch to them when I think there's going to be a pass. But other than that, I'm going to try and stay with this group. So if someone makes a group in front of this, like a mistake in front of this train, it's... Oh, the Ferrari's round! That's Infinity round, just like that. If they make a mistake, and is that... That's not a safety car.
Yeah, I think everybody's tires are going now.
Right, yellow flag's done, we're back racing. But just like that, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, little mistake can cause a lot of issues. And now Infinity, he's not out of the race, mind, but did he lose a bit of his car there? No, he didn't. He's got all his inputs, so he's still in the race. He's still on, and now Curry with a 3 second. They're gonna hurt at the end of this. So looking back now on Mr. DRS Maestro, since he's well in the field, well, you're in the middle of the pack right now. So any mistakes are going to cost you. Ooh, it might be a challenge time right now. No, not just yet. How are them tiles feeling, DRS Maestro? What are they on?
Mine feel really good right now.
Okay. And percentage-wise, you've only done like 2-3 laps. All right.
16%.
All right. The thing is, though, don't forget when Infinity boxed for that fresh rubber.
I'm sure a lot of guys probably have higher percentages.
That's fine, but just be cautious of when Infinity boxed that time. A safety car did come out, and that caused him to drop back. And meanwhile, you've got Raphael on Alvin Fang, and Alvin Fang's off track. Raphael's lost it, and DRS is going to slot through. DRS has got to get on the power now and try and make benefits of this. Go on, lad, get down that inside. Just backs off in time. It's going to be hard to pass people if you don't make them moves, but Alvin Fang's causing a lot of issues for some drivers today. Might pick up some penalties from the stewards and the admin. Oh my god, and Elite Dave slides it through on DRS, and Raphael now going to make that move as well. DRS losing the rears and going to have to give that one up as well, maybe under pressure from Jordan, not Jordan, GP. Sorry, I've just come from a different league race. I don't even think like Jordan was racing in it anyway, it was just in Shry, wasn't it? Anyway, forget that, we are talking about this. Look at this. DRS kicking himself now, but as long as he don't pick up any corner cuts, he can still gain positions this race just by finishing it. We all know you get points all the way down to 15th at Elite Raceway, which is fair enough. It does make the drivers finish the race, and it's fair play. I mean, a lot of people just cause incidents as soon as they're at the point. So, meanwhile, you've got Mike Cooley, excuse me, battling it out right now. JP picking up a 3 second, and there you go. So the pressure's off now, DRS. So he knows the guy behind him He needs a 3-second buffer, and that's never coming, not round here. Not if, and if, even if another safety car comes out, that's going to help DRS right now, as long as he doesn't pick up any time-second penalties himself. And meanwhile, Mike Cooley putting the pressure on, because they've got the buffer now from Ichris. Mike Cooley really trying to force an error, really getting on it. Let's see if he's got out in the tank. Coming in mega close right now. Is he going to make this move? He's on the beans, he's on the power. Is he going to get it done? Mike Cooley now in the Alpine wants this first position. Not messing about, doesn't get the pass done. Anyone didn't down the stretch though. Is Elite Dave going to try out? No, he's not close enough. Anyone close? I don't think they're close enough. Any sort of dive bombs is going to cause issues right now. Alvin Fang though, really close to Ichris right now. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen, the Ferrari driver of Alvin Fang. The tier 1 Sean Frosty.
Damage.
You might want to stick it out, bruh. How bad is it?
Yellow.
Ah, you've lost your right end plate, bro. You might as well box early. How bad are the tyres? Are the tyres bad? I bet they're not even bad yet. It's too early.
28%.
You're gonna have to suffer, or well, I'm not your engineer. It's up to you. Anyway, meanwhile, I reckon Alvin Fans.
I've done 6 laps and they've done 28%. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to go all the way.
It will be hard to go all the way. It really will. So what are you gonna do?
Muscle it out.
Fair enough. You're gonna have to keep an eye on the DRS as well, because clearly this guy's got damage. So gonna be dropping positions right now, and he's gonna have to give him up, otherwise he's gonna slow himself down. So we'll see. I don't see any damage on any cars behind him, which is a problem for DRS Maestro right now. But if a safety car comes out, if someone loses it, if the tyres go all of a sudden, you never know. Luck might turn on him. People do have time cut penalties, and Alvin Fang trying in the Ferrari on the inside, sends it, knocks him wide, and now Elite NL Dave gets it through into 3rd position. Ichris dropping down. Mental stuff, ladies and gentlemen. The Ferrari of Alvin Fang causing just sends it. Oh, he's going again. Trying to get himself in 3rd now. Is he going to keep it there? Has he got the balls? Oh, starts hitting behind.
I hope they keep fighting.
Yeah, Alvin Fang's going to keep fighting. He's been a man on a mission today. I'm going to say he's been quite he's been sending it, but you've got to be able to do it and make it work. He's pushed a couple of drivers off track now and then, and he's picked up penalties for it, I believe. So people won't be happy with how he's drove around him. I'm glad I'm not in the race with the guy, but never mind. It is what it is, and he's racing. The guy's got balls and he's made it work so far. Curry picking up another 3-second. That is going to hurt. Meanwhile, fastest lap of the race, Mike Cooley takes the lead of the race. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I missed that there. So Babish, he's made a mistake. Look at the time, he's dropped off so badly. So I have no idea what's happened there, but the time difference is insane. And now we have got people dropping further forward and back. People battling it out. People battling it out. Infinity's gone in the pits. Elite NLD picking up a penalty. Probably getting pushed wide by Alvin Fang that one time. So he might be able to get that one removed. People want to be very wary of that. But we shall see. We shall see. Alvin Fang, proper man on a mission today. DRS still holding his own in 8th position with that wing damage. Must be tricky to get around this track with that damage. I'm not going to lie. It's got to be quite frustrating, but he's holding his own. He's actually penultimately 6th position right now because of the penalties in front of him. So he's not doing a bad job at all. Looks like there's movement around here. Yeah. Ichris now close as you like. Oh, give me that bill. Lap 16. We're only, I mean, we're not, yeah, we're halfway through, just over, but a lot of track time left. Lot of track time. Oh, Ichris is wide. Let's
Yeah,
see.
tires are heating up. I'm sure everybody's struggling. That's the only reason why I'm keeping up with them.
Do,
Because
do
mine are not
you think
bad.
it's risking a dry tyre? They'll last longer, won't they? If they're heating too hot.
Nah, you can, I don't think you can drive on that tire.
Fair enough. It was just a question, and there's your answer. But I mean, if the tyres are heating up too much, it means people might be pushing a little bit too hard on the tyres for them to reach the end of the race. So maybe so, maybe not. We will see. It's going to be quite hard to overtake. And Kirby's out, and that's brought a safety car. Has it brought a
Oh,
safety
that's
car? Has
Alvin
it?
Fang too.
Has it
Alvin
brought a
Fang.
safety car? Alvin Fang is sideways on track right
He
now.
lost it.
And he has not reset to track. He's fine. He's still not brought a safety car out. So that's... I think that's because Curry retired in the pits, to be honest. So they must have come together. I'm sure they've got their own pod for the admin. That's up to them. Let's go. JP really close now to the back of Ichris. JP with the penalty though. So we'll see. Mike Cooley pulled a massive gap to Babish. So I reckon it will end that way. Babish in second now. He's got a really good buffer on Elite NL Dave. And Raphael has got quite a gap. But Ichris isn't that far from him. And JP now in the McLaren, really pushing these intermediates. Oh, locks the fronts a little bit. My battery's down on my controller. Damn, hang on. Can't charge that. Okay, sorry. Back in it. Get close as you like. Let's have a look on board the DRS, having a look at the drama in front of him unfold. Looks good for now. Keep it in a higher gear then. Like 6 or 7 if you can't exit properly. Or change your differential coming out of some corners or into them. Meanwhile, you have got a pretty good battle going on right now. It looks like JP's closed that gap in as tight as you like. Wants to make a move, but can't. Infinity picking up 3 seconds. Don't forget that people that didn't actually finish this race will not pick up points, but all the drivers would have picked up points if they'd have finished today. JP hounding the hell out of the back of Ichris' Aston right now. Oh, loses the race on the exit, and so does DRS though. Ah, that's such a shame. He could have closed it in a little bit closer. Not sure he wants to get that much closer anyway, but he did want to claw it in a little bit. JP getting mega close to Ichris. Looking good, locking up a little bit there, but alright, gets on it. Nice, keeps it smooth on the exit. Pulling away from DRS a little bit there. DRS looks like he might be struggling a little bit because that wing damage. DRS, if you want to change your wing, bro, make sure you change it.
I will.
You make sure you put it so it does, because the game will...
I just need to make sure my tires will last.
Because your pace has been so that the game won't even change it, you know that? So make sure, if you want it changing, make sure you allow that. Only because you're holding position, the game won't even bother. It'll just leave you out and you'll go damn. But I do reckon a lot of drivers will still box. And it does look like Ichris is under a lot of pressure. And DRS is definitely under pressure from this McLaren behind him. But that is because the McLaren behind him does have all his end plates and DRS does not. Pit, Alvin Fang, opting to box now. What tyres is he going to put on? He's gone on inters, fresh intermediates. So, definitely not a dry track. Don't blame him, it's Singapore. Ichris under pressure, GP just getting past. So JP just got past. Bam, Ichris now. Going to be under pressure, and to be honest, I think... What lap are you going to box, DRS? From the horse's mouth? This lap? Alright. I reckon it's a good move, to be honest, because the car's a little bit lighter, and if you pace the tyres properly, they will go to the end. You know how much you're struggling on them now, so you know what you're going to be like at the end of the race, and you really don't want to put your car in. Well, a lot of people do have penalties. All you want to do is catch the pace back up, and I think that's what Alvin Fang's trying to do, and Babish is definitely trying to do that. So here are your stops so far. Babish on the 2 stops so far. So we'll see. Oh, JP another 3. So there you go. Mike Cooley reacting into the box. Mike Cooley now. Fresh inters. Let's see. There you go, Mike Cooley now, fresh inters, bit of a glitch there on the game. You've got Elite NL Dave in for fresh inters. Anyone else deciding to go mental? You've got JP staying out, hoping for a safety car that turns up, because if it doesn't, that was probably stupid. But it doesn't matter, it's racing, people do split second decisions. Any one time, you've got both McLaren staying out, which is... That's even worse for the team because they've got a gap actually. As long as none of them need a new wing, they should still have the pace to get in and out just in time.
I increased on mediums.
What?
I increased on the mediums.
Oh my god, Ichris opting for the mediums of the tyres now. Let's see if this works for the guy. It might, if he can drive around like he was. But we'll keep on board and see if they work. Because they were overheating. It might. I told you it takes one driver to risk this. It might even work, bro. I'm not sure it will, but it might. We'll see his pace. We'll see if he starts gaining or losing.
He's 5 seconds in front of me.
Yeah. So we'll see if he starts gaining or losing. He's gonna have to take a few laps to get a bit of heat into the mediums anyway. You would think. Gonna take a while, but they'll last a lot longer than the inters, and he must have.
He's not losing much.
He ain't losing that much, and once they start heating up.
He's lost.
Oh, I don't know actually. It might be tricky, but Mike Cooley in the meantime battling it out. He's gonna have to pass these old intermediate runners right now, and the intermediate runners opting to box. Is this going to be a double team stacker? So yes. It is. You got JP in.
Oh yeah, he's losing a lot.
Yeah, Ichris not going well on them fresh mediums. You've got a double stacker coming up. Does he get any time? Oh, a little bit of a delay, but not that bad to be honest for a double stack. Let's go. Is Ichris going to lose out now to Alvin Fang? Alvin Fang is going to push an error right now. You know this. So coming round. Mike Cooley leading his round. You got Babish actually caught up 4 seconds boxing early, so the undercut does work, but the end result might not pay off. Ichris 3 seconds, that's going to be painful, so the mediums might not be working as well as he thought. Alvin Fang getting that move done, and now it is the McLaren's turn on them intermediates. But I don't know, because towards the end them mediums might feel better. I've no idea how the track's feeling right now. Off the race line, they must feel really bad. Really. He's struggling to get around the corners right now. Ichris now under pressure from DRS as well. He wants to watch it because he'll get put in wall by accident. You're going to make this move right now. Ichris slotting it in. Really bad news for Ichris today. He's put the wrong tyres on. It might not have been no fault of his own. Yeah, he's struggling to get traction out of every corner right now. So we still have drivers to box, and I'm surprised the McLaren's come out as far as they did, but it is close. DRS is right there on the back of this one. Looks this is where the race is at right now, ladies and gentlemen, so we will see what's going down. Mike Cooley pushing the fastest lap of the race at 1:37. He's dropping back off the pace.
He's dirty air right now.
So DRS explaining that he needs to move out of the car in front's dirty air. Even though the car in front's got pressure tyres, a lot of people in front of him have got penalties, so they actually really need to close up. And if the car in front of DRS is not gaining on the car in front of him, he really needs to make the move. If he is gaining, he doesn't need to bother him too much, because you don't want to put him into a mistake that slows you both down, and that just causes you more time. And DRS getting a little bit loose on the exit there. Might want to change your differential a little bit, but it is what it is. We'll see. Yeah, and you got Ichris opting to change his tyres, stays in the race because he knows 10th is still points, and he wants them points, and he's very clever for doing that. So your battle is DRS Maestro and T-Sam. Battling it out right now. DRS getting really frustrated behind him, but it is what it is. He's going to have to deal with that. Lap 22 off 31. Quite a few race laps left. It is Singapore. End plates matter. And don't forget, DRS did need to box for a new wing, so he did lose at least 7 seconds in the pit lane doing that. Looking good though. Michael looks good to get this win unless he makes a mistake. Babish probably will get second without a doubt because of Infinity's penalty, but Infinity doing a really good job trying to keep himself in that position right now. So good stuff from these boys. They know what they're doing. DRS still trying to struggle behind the back of T-Sam in the McLaren. Now it's a battle of the batteries, it's a battle of the tyres. Who's got the tyre strategy right? Who hasn't? Who's going to lose out? Who's going to make the mistake and plant the car in the wall? You never know around here. Corner cuts matter. If you pick up a 3 second, you're going to lose positions. But there is quite gaps between the car, but it looks like Elite NL Dave has caught the back of Infinity now, and they're battling it out. So I'm going to switch to them. Getting nice and close to the back of that Ferrari, trying to force the error, trying to push him into a mistake. He's on the fresher of the intermediates behind him. Infinity on the oldest of the tyres out of everyone racing right now with 7 lap old, and then you've got Babish 5 lap old, Alvin Fang on 4 lap old, and then Michael is on 4 lap old, but he's just crossed the line, so it will be different. Alright, we're going round and we're doing it well. Let's go. Babish, 3 second penalty. Right, I'm going to bring you some of them penalties up now. 3 second, 3 second, 3 second for Babish, Elite NL Dave, Infinity F226R. Then you've got 6 seconds for JP and Alvin Fang, and a 3 second for iChris at the back. Did make a mistake putting them tyres on, and it could have worked. We'd never know until you try it, and now he knows. I mean, it does help. Definitely helps me with my strategies when I see stuff like that, but that's the benefits of commentating and watching people race. Your big winners on position changes: Elite NL Dave is up 8 so far, and T-Sam is up 4, Infinity, Raphael and JP up 3. But that might all change. Lap 24 of 31, ladies and gentlemen. It has been Elite Raceway round 4, I believe, at Singapore. And I reckon it might end this way, apart from the penalties, but DRS is getting closer to the back of T-Sam now.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's using their tires now. They're much slower now.
Look at this now. We've got Infinity putting on fresh intermediates. So this is it. He's going to make everyone else have to react now. Because if they don't and he starts gaining time, he's going to be so much so much more grip at the end. He's got fresh tyres for the last 6-7 laps of this race. My God, this guy's risking it all right now. And Babish, is he going to react with the 7-lap-old intermediates on? The oldest out of them all right now. Oh, locks up the fronts a bit, goes a little bit wide. Babish might lose time to Elite NL Dave again, but will he hold it off? Because, I mean, boxing... I mean, if you don't box now, there's no point boxing. You have to react right now, otherwise there's no point reacting at all. So, Infinity pulling a curveball out, trying to get the fastest lap of the race, I believe. I'm not sure, but he's going to have to make a position. I will keep an eye on his Delta 2 DRS. If it starts improving dramatically, DRS is going to be... well, his DRS doesn't have a penalty, so it should be alright. But we'll see. Still following the back of T-Sam though, can't seem to get round, so it's causing issues. I can tell you right now that he's not being happy with that, but he has caught the back of Alvin Fang as T-Sam, so he's been gaining time on the car in front, which is never a bad thing because he's pulling DRS along with him. So it's still been an entertaining race. I know it's been one of them where you've got to keep an eye on the deltas and stuff and not much action, but it's one of them where strategy does come into it, and it's not an easy track to get round either. So you've got to keep in mind these drivers are pushing the limit of the car without losing it and trying to keep it together and just making sure that they don't make too many mistakes so they don't lose too many positions. That's what it always comes down to around here. Really does, especially when it's wet. DRS trying to keep it together. It looks like he might have to make a move soon. Infinity has took a second out, but that won't be enough because there's not enough laps left. If it's a second, it's not gonna have the time. But we'll see, because don't forget a second. But by the lap 29, 30, it'll be 2 seconds because everyone else's tyres will feel like crap, while Infinity's will feel like gold. So, it's going to be one to watch. I'm going to keep an eye on this actually, and just keep an eye on his Delta. See if he makes a mistake. If Infinity makes a mistake and loses them plate, that early box has done him no favours at all. So it's one of them. You've got to keep it together. You've got to know what you're doing. You've got to keep your head.
102 degrees in the rear, bro.
Ooh, it looks like DRS's tyres are cooking, and it's too late to box now as well for you. That's what I said, you've got to react immediately, otherwise what's the point? So DRS losing out there, and he's losing time to Infinity, but Infinity does have penalties. Do not forget. Alvin Fang just picked up another one. That's 6 now, I believe. Let me bring up them penalties for you, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 27 now.
How about the guy in front of Alvin Fang? How many seconds does he have?
He's got 6, JP's got 6, and Alvin Fang's got 9 seconds.
And how far is he in front of Alvin Fang?
Alvin Fang's less than a second on JP.
Okay.
So you know what you've got to do, DRS? Mr. DRS Maestro, not only can he drive, he can talk to comms box at the same time. Infinity closing it in. Infinity's only got 3 seconds. And my God, if he keeps driving the way he's doing, he's going to pull it in even quicker than you think. So, this should be an entertaining race. It really should. And he might even help DRS out. If DRS lets him pass because he's got the penalty, and he can stay within that time, he knows he's going to catch T-Sam, and T-Sam's going to be under pressure from Infinity then, and it might give DRS the opportunity to gain an extra position. It might actually ruin his race and he'll lose out to JP and Alvin Fang. We will know. We'll know in the next few laps, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to come up because Infinity is literally now 3.5 seconds behind DRS, and don't forget that was 9 seconds 2 laps ago. 2 laps ago. Sideways round there, Infinity mentally just throwing the car around, trying to gain time every corner. It looks like he's doing a damn good job of it as well.
Just crashed.
I haven't seen nobody crash.
There's a caution.
You're going to have a Ferrari up your backside any second now, I'll tell you that right now. And you better Realise how fast he's been catching you up before you get a corner cut yourself. Looks like you've got Babish! Babish! What's happened to Babish? Babish dropping positions, got a 3 second, and now DRS is beating Babish. And he's beating Alvin Fang, and he might even beat... I hope I get all this in one video, bro. I've got 5 minutes left. Will it fit all in? I told you I should have done it in 2.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well, if I don't, it's your fault.
No, it's okay.
Meanwhile, look at this now. So I'm going to bring you some tyres up. And it does look like Babish is dropping down. He's just going to finish the race and hopefully get them points that he needs because he's gone so much. He might have damage actually. He's got no wing. Oh, he's hitting the wall. He's hitting the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, he's bouncing off the walls. Just finish the race, my friend. You can do this. You can do this. He's in the wall. That's a 10 seconds for Babish. Now he needs the box. And if he can even reach the box, can he reach the box right now? Ladies and gentlemen, will he get in the box or will he hit the wall? He's got another 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. And now he's retired. Fuck's sake. Right, fine. Sorry for swearing. It wasn't my fault. It was his. Never mind. Infinity does get past DRS. And now, looking at the penalties, I ain't even going to fit all this in one video. Yeah, it's alright, just get it together, and it's because your tyres are old. Don't forget, Infinity's are 4 lap old, yours are 9. You've got no pressure from anyone, you just need to hold yourself together. And Alvin Fang on 10 lap old, Inters following the back of JP now. This is where the race is at. I've only got 3.5 minutes left of this video, and whatever I catch is what you're going to get, because DRS said don't do it in 2 parts. And I said shut up, but he said no. So let's go. Looks like Michael is definitely going to win this race so today, ladies and gentlemen. It really does. He's definitely on it, and I'm not going to lie, he's been phenomenal around this track today. He's not had any sort of issues other than Babish, but Babish tried his hardest, ended up losing out. I'm not sure, but he's probably going to send his clip into admin. Meanwhile, Alvin Fang probably does have a few penalties coming his way. I'm not going to lie, he's been quite aggressive on track today, and he's forced a few drivers off track. And that's not my job either, but I've caught it, and it will be on the stream, so there's not much getting out of it when it's live on air, mate. Well, it won't be live, but you know what I mean. Infinity now on the back of T-Sam, and DRS needs to hold it together because people in front of him do have penalties, so all he's got to do is, because he's a battling now, bro, all you've got to do is try and pull that gap in. There's 2 full laps, it's a long way around. Long way around when your tyres feel like you're on ice. So we will bring some of these penalties up now. Look at this. You have got Elite NL Dave that will secure second because of the gap between him, I believe, and Raphael. Let's see how far they are on track. Yeah, that's quite a gap. Yeah, that is quite a gap. And then you have got 6 seconds for JP and 9 seconds for Alvin Fang. And that means, and there's 3 seconds for Infinity as well. So if DRS can pull it within the 3 second mark of Infinity, he'll actually pass up to 5th position, I believe. So it will be a really good finish for DRS, will that? And we are on the final lap, and this video will be posted when it cuts off, and probably won't be any after thing talks, because whatever. Looking good though, Mike Cooley, fantastic drive from that race today in the Alpine, dominated the full race in the wet, sliding it round, showing off to the crowd, giving it the wave. Why not? Give it a show, why not, bro? Obviously the dry tyres on this track might have felt like an option because the Inters were overheating, but really all that tells me is the drivers should have changed their tyre pressures before the race, just in case it was not wet enough for the conditions, and it turns out it wasn't, but it is what it is. Drivers live and learn. We will see what happens towards the end of this race and how it finishes. We now have 30 seconds left of the race, otherwise it's going to cut off. And let's hope they get round in time. Mike Cooley probably will. Maybe, we'll see. Hi Chris, finishing up there. 9th position. Good stuff from that guy today. And this will be your finishing result. I'll clip it at the end, but the video's about to end because it's done.